Hi, it's Christina from Green Umbrella, and I'm promising I'm going to behave.
Yeah, she says that every single week. And I'm Julia Doherty from Green Umbrella Marketing, and we're here today to bring you all the latest news from the world of social media and online marketing. I think I'm going to start. Am I going to start?
Yeah, you're off with Facebook.
We've promised we're trying not to look at each other, but it's really hard because we're sitting right next to each other. Okay, so the first bit of news is Facebook lets group members know why their post has been removed. So basically now if you're running a group on Facebook, if you're removing a post, there's now a little feature where it's rolling out where you can press a button and you can actually tell that person why you've removed their post. And I think that's quite a cool little...
Yeah, I think it'd be good for, sometimes you're in a group and you sort of see, people say, I've posted something and it's been removed. Why has it been removed? And it would be good, I think, if you're managing a group and you've got someone who's always coming in, leaving sales messages, to actually tick a box and say, you're in violation of our rules. And it's quite because you've got that tick box option, it's going to be quite a hard stance. You don't need to worry about upsetting people.
No, that's item number 1 was Facebook let group members know why their post has been removed. Over to number 2. Number 2, shan't laugh at that.
No, or the voice. Okay, Instagram. So, a couple of things on Instagram actually, because there's something we've missed off the list. I've just realised. I've just jumped into my head. First of all, the images in Instagram, they're basically trying to make them more accessible. So imagine you've got some sort of reader on your machine, perhaps visually impaired, that kind of thing. Don't do that. I'm a naughty one. Basically, we can now add alt tags to the images. So if you're just doing a normal post, when you get to the bit where you can put your caption in and decide if you're going to send it to Twitter, there's a little note on there that's like advanced features, and within there you can set an alt text or alternative text, but Instagram will automatically add text as well.
That's good. So they'll be indexed as well by Google.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's one of those. It's been done for accessibility purposes, but actually,
people that are visually impaired.
Yeah, or there could be a whole host of reasons why people are using different functionality on their machines. However, there is this kind of question out there that, from a marketing perspective, is this something that is going to be a real benefit in terms of search? So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. The other thing that isn't on our list.
All right.
So, for me personally, when I'm sharing stories as Christina
on Instagram,
sometimes there's stuff I want to share, and actually, my account is public. I'm quite happy. I know. People that want to work with us, they're always looking us up, aren't they, to see what we're up to, that kind of thing. And Instagram is definitely one of those platforms where I'm more on it to make sure I'm there and play with the little things that come through and keep an eye on the 13-year-old. And, I don't really put a lot out there on that platform. It's just not my platform of choice. But sometimes I want to share a story, and then I don't, because actually I don't want everyone to see it. Maybe I just want to select a few people to see it, so then I don't post. Well, literally, I think it was Friday or Saturday, Instagram have now given us the option to be able to create a group within Instagram that you can share stories to. So
it's not in the public?
It's not in the public, no. And my list is private to me. So I'd have, I forgot what they've called it, but it's like a friends list or close friends group, sorry.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, closed group, I think it's called.
Yeah, so basically, in my account, I can add, my daughter and Mark and the guys in the office, and I can share a story saying what a wonderful boss you are. But, but what will happen is that story will have a green ring around it, so you'll know it's a bit different to the normal story. But it seems to work quite well. I was experimenting with it yesterday.
Have you played with that then?
Yeah, I did. I literally just added my daughter to my group and was just taking photos of the dog and adding loads of stories, and you can see the difference.
I love that idea. I saw it, but I thought, perhaps that's something I just... Yeah, I mean... It's been there for ages. I hadn't noticed.
No, literally Friday or so. In fact, I think it might have been yesterday. I went, oh, wow, look at this, Isabella, this is fantastic. And she's like, oh, did you not know about that already? And I was like, it was released 24 hours ago.
That's the kids.
But yeah, I think, from a brand perspective, you could have, like our coaching group, we could have everyone that's a member of the coaching group within that list. And sometimes we add stories that only will be seen by those people. So
I wonder if it's the same functionality for Facebook stories as well. bearing in mind, obviously, Facebook owns
We
both.
haven't seen it there yet, but it wouldn't surprise me. And it's all about this move to make interactions more personal, because we're seeing so much more usage in terms of sort of messaging, WhatsApp, that kind of thing. So again,
private
it's
messaging.
it's about, I think, making those interactions a bit more personal, a bit less public domain all the time.
They want to encourage people to use stories, don't they? Because they want Snapchat out of the question.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 2 bits of news then on Instagram. So the next bit of news is all about YouTube. When I saw this, like the headline, YouTube now has stories, I was so excited. I had a full-on conversation with a guy called Justin Brown, who I met in San Diego. I said, how did you get stories? He's had stories for ages on his YouTube channel. He says he doesn't know, literally just appeared there, and that was about 3 months ago. And then last week, this just arrived, and it was like, oh, so excited. And then, in small little letters, it said underneath, you need to have 10,000 subscribers. So...
See, I haven't even seen that. I've only seen that it's been given to selected users.
Yeah, that was one phase. This is phase 2. So I'm
two.
assuming they'll drop it after a period of time.
See how it goes.
But, yeah, so at the moment, no. But I think it's a good one. So talking of YouTube as well, so I don't know if you're on YouTube, you've got a YouTube channel. If you are managing a YouTube channel, you'll see right at the top there's a big notice that's saying YouTube are getting rid of annotations, which are like, oh, click here, and then you can go and see another video that they've done and stuff like that. So like Twitter, like cards, where linkable cards, they're getting rid of those. Apparently nobody was using them, and that's the reason why they're getting rid of it. So
they used to make the screen really messy, didn't they? And you'd like trying to watch video, all these things are popping up all the time, and it's just kind of like...
The thing is, people are, if they're in the middle of watching a video, the last thing they want to do is click somewhere to go and watch a different video when they're finished watching. I never clicked on them, so yeah, I can understand the reasons why. So that is the one for YouTube. We've got 2 things on LinkedIn now. Over to you for the LinkedIn ones.
Yeah, so one of the great things about LinkedIn is that I tend to get the changes before you do.
Yeah,
so
I haven't got it yet.
First. And I've had a little play with both of these. So first of all, let's say you've seen something on LinkedIn and you want to share it with your network. So we've always been able to hit share, and you might have noticed that you've always had options to, share in a direct message, or you can share it so it's public, or just share with your connections. Well, basically now those options are opening up, so you'll also be able to select to share things into groups. Okay. So that's just going to make the whole sharing thing much easier. It might be a move as well in terms of trying to get people interacting more in groups too. So yeah.
So you can click on a post, a bit like Facebook, where you can click on a post, and then you've got the option to share to a page or to a group or to a person. It's basically the same, isn't it?
Yeah. So you'll find if you are a member of several groups, the list kind of goes on and on forever. But the great thing is this is on desktop and on mobile.
Okay.
So, all I would say is just make sure, especially if you are choosing to share into a group, that you're always adding your 2 penneth rather than just hitting share, which is so easy to do.
Good tips. That's the first one. I must admit, every single week we've been reporting stuff on LinkedIn, the developments that are happening on LinkedIn. It's like they're finally playing catch up.
It is, and then they kind of we go through a drought then, don't we? Nothing happens for like 3 months, and then we just get change after change after change. So
but it has been every single week, I would say, for the last month or so, we've had something. So the second one then.
So I don't know if you've got this or not. I sent Mark a message this morning because I've got it. But basically, in the Messenger app now, you can also share your location. So at the bottom where you've got those options for like adding a file and that kind of thing, there's now a little sort of location icon. And so let's say you're meeting someone and you want to arrange where to meet, rather than sort of having that back and forth of conversations, looking elsewhere in like, Google Maps or whatever. You can just do it all directly within the app.
I was thinking this would be really good for recruiters. So, if you're organising an interview with somebody, you can say this is where it is, and you can send that location to the person.
Absolutely, or this is where I am. Come and find me.
Yeah.
So, and the fact it is within the messaging function, so it's not like it's going out as a public post on your and on your profile and that kind of thing. But yeah, I think especially for sort of networkers as well, I think it'll be a good thing.
A good little thing.
Be interesting to see how often people use it.
Thing is, if people don't know about it, then they ain't going to use it. So, or they'll do what I did with the Instagram thing. Has that been there for ages? And then
Yeah.
because it's features that you've got on all the other social networking platforms, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're soon a roundup then. So the last one is Twitter have released the new that every single month Twitter releases their calendar. And I know I moan about it because it's now the 3rd of December, and I'm just reporting that it's just come out. It obviously came out on the 1st, which was a Saturday.
Well, they normally release it the last day of the month for the month ahead, so it would have come out on the 30th, ready for December, which doesn't leave us a lot of time.
No.
And to be fair, this time, I don't think there's much on it. I mean, we've got the obvious thing,
Christmas Days, Boxing
Julia's
Days.
birthday.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah,
All gifts welcome.
yeah. So yeah, well, obviously we know what's coming. So that there's not much outside of the Christmas stuff.
I don't know what that one is. It's COP24. I don't know what that means. Don't know.
Do you want to guess?
Something to do with the police. You're laughing at me.
See, I know a charity called Copperfield. So that's where my head was going with that.
Oh, okay.
But,
I don't know. We'll have to have a look.
Different circles, Julia.
Yeah, so I don't think a lot of those seem a bit American. Like you've got the WWE.
Stetson's Country Christmas.
Stetson's Country Christmas. Orange Bowl, what's that? Don't know. See. Have a look anyway. We'll put a link in the show notes below.
But just one thing on that, just a little reminder for everyone, just think about Christmas. If your business is open, if it's closed, if you've got special hours, just make sure you've got the messages there. If you're scheduling things ahead, if you've got some sort of automated scheduler, just think about pausing things maybe, or, just doing what's right for your business, but make sure you have thought about it and you've not...
do sales stuff on Christmas Day. It
Yeah.
just doesn't bond well. Okay, right, my one. I'm just going to tell you about this wicked new tool. It's called IG DM. I don't know why I said that. But anyway, it's an Instagram direct messaging tool. It's actually on desktop. So you can actually search for people and you can find people to actually direct message. You can have full-on conversations and it's free of charge. It doesn't cost anything. So again, I'll put a link in the notes below. But test it out. There's various different things that you can do. I say it's a free tool. There is a little donation button. So if you're using it all the time, click that donation button and give something back to the developers. But I say it is free, so it's worth having a look at that. I think that's a good little tool. I think that more or less wraps us up.
That's it. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that I've seen that's happened.
No,
but well, nothing interesting anyway.
No. Okay. Right. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.